Welcome back to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you today. We got a bunch of Friday fights to get into. We got the Golden Boy live card as well. That's going to be fun. Get into the Golden Boy live card. We got that tonight. That's has that started yet? It's already down off of Did that start yet? Someone check to see if the Golden Boy live card already started. But please like, share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing blog, and all forms of social media. The Boxing Bookie comes at you for every single major fight, showing you how to consistently make money betting on the sport of boxing. The bookies, the odds makers, they don't know what they're doing. I do. I'm going to show you how to consistently make money betting on the sport. Just $5 a month to get you access to the Patreon. The Patreon gets you the lock of the week, gets you Ask the Bookie anything, gets you requested video, it gets you updated props, it gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. So join the Patreon, just $5 a month. Its link is in the description. It's also in that little ticker below. It is also pinned in the chat. Patreon.com. After you do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. Carnivalbar.com. The nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. I am tired, guys. I am super tired today. All right. Let's take a little look at the odds. So okay, we still got this one up there. I'll make this quick so that we can all get to the Golden Boy card. So this fight is on right now. Let's ignore that. So what do we have tomorrow? We have some decent fights tomorrow that we can bet on. We certainly do. Goki Kobayashi, I think, is easy money. He's gotten a lot worse. If you placed the bet yesterday, he was at minus 900. Now he's at minus 1,200. So, lock in that now. Then Sasaki went from minus 1,600 to minus 1,800. In a way, he's staying steady at minus 5,000. Milton's consistently at minus 475. Valsaint is at minus 1,200. And Lopez is at minus 900. I remember yesterday when I took a poll, Lopez and Goki were both minus 900. And I took a poll on which one you'd rather have me add to the lock of the week. Now you've seen Goki's gone to minus 1,200. So, if we want to play tomorrow, if we want a safe little lock tomorrow, here's what I would do. The over-under is 3.5 rounds. Here's a little parlay that'll get you down to minus 217. Okay, pretty good bet. If you want to lock in, you guys want to get a nice little lock, nice little parlay on Friday's fights. This is all Friday, and we'll get to the Saturday card tomorrow. But Sasaki minus 1,800. In a way by stoppage, minus 1,600. Goki Kobayashi minus 1,200. Valsaint minus 1,200. Najee Lopez minus 900. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legs. Nothing closer to minus 900, minus 900, 1,200, 1,200, 16, 1,800. Total parlay, 5 picks, minus 217. Easy money. Lock that up. That is a nice little Friday lock, and then we'll get to a lock on Saturday as well. I think there's good upset money. We're gonna spend a lot of time on the cards tomorrow, so this is gonna be a little bit of a quicker show. But there are two cards I wanted to get into, and I think this is a money-making opportunity. I think if we just take this line right here, we have other fights that we can bet on. I want to avoid that. Focus on these 5 fights. Don't worry about Jeremiah Milton. I want you guys to stay away from that. I would advise you guys to stay away from that at that odds. But the rest of it is Kobayashi, Shinsaki, Valsaint, Lopez, in a way by stoppage, minus 217. What do you guys think? It's not terrible odds. It's I think pretty. What up? Oh shoot! World of Wrestling. You want to hop on? World of Wrestling. You want to hop on with me real quick? I forgot. You want to hop on now, or you want to come on later? You want to come on tomorrow? I can do it either way. I totally forgot. Today's been a hectic, busy day for me. I can post the link if you want to hop on with me. Tomorrow. I can do it either tomorrow or here. Here's the call-in link, World of Wrestling. If you want to hop in. That I'm going to get through this. I am not feeling well tonight. Something's bothering me. I got like medical issues, guys. Today's been a rough day for me. But this is what we got today. Kobayashi and Takeda, opponent level guy. It's easy money. Sasaki, Sakai. The only question is, does he knock him out? These are easy. I think all 3 of these fights are fairly easy money between Kobayashi, Sasaki, and Kim. I don't think this is particularly hard. I think this is easy money to make. And then you add the Pro Box cards, which I love, Valsaint and Lopez. This is easy. I mean, that is an easy money parlay right there. None of this is difficult. Like all of these, minus 900, minus 1,200, these are all easy. These are all layups. And these are all layups, and it pays minus 217. And all that has to happen is the obvious. Nothing in life is guaranteed, but this is the closest thing to guaranteed that there is. This is as close to guaranteed as you could possibly get. Najee Lopez and Lennon Castillo, I'm dropping that video tonight. I don't see any chance. And Castillo's a pro. He won the distance with Bivol. I don't see any chance that he wins this fight. He's got a good knockout percentage, but he's not a big hitter. He's slow. He's plotting. He stands in front of you. Lopez is a killer. Valsaint, in a way, the Japanese guys, these are all easy. These are all easy money. Easy money. World of Wrestling.
What's up, my man?
How are you?
I'm doing all right. Got a couple of questions for you. That 3-leg parlay that I gave you over text, you really feel confident about Pacheco? Because his odds are pretty close for boxing, in my opinion.
Yeah, but well, that's still a week away. Well,
no, that's this Saturday.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That's this Saturday. You're right about that. That's what I'm saying. It's Saturday. Yeah, at minus 380 over Steve Nelson. Yeah, I'm gonna lock that up for sure. Okay. I'm gonna Saturday. Okay, I'm gonna play spoiler right here. Saturday's lock of the week: Dalton Smith minus 1,600, Andy Cruz minus 900, Diego Pacheco minus 380. That's going to be the lock for this weekend.
What about the female fighter, Scooty or whatever her name is?
You want to bet that to go the distance?
No, just
or you want to take it a win?
Money line. Do you feel okay with her?
Yeah, I feel okay with that. I just don't love the payout on it. Minus 600. I feel like she's going to win. She's another level. She's a far better boxer, but she doesn't hit at all. And Mia is a come forward pressure fighter. Like she's a scrapper. Ellie should win wide, clearly. And I pointed out in my video, if you guys go back and watch the video. But the fight at minus 600, is the juice really worth the squeeze kind of thing? I don't love the payout on that. You can add it to your parlay if you want. Let me calculate something real quick.
Yeah, because I got mine at like under a minus 200. It was like minus 172, I believe, between Andy Cruz, Pacheco, and the female fighter we're talking about.
Ellie Scottney.
Yeah.
If we add Ellie Scottney, it goes down to minus 138.
That's not bad.
No, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. Do we have it to go the distance? Do we have no?
I mean, a straight bet on any of these won't work at all because you'd have to pump out a crap load of money just to see anything out of it.
Yeah.
And that's just nuts to me.
Yeah, this is a 4-leg parlay. I'm giving you guys 2 locks this week, so they both going to be right around minus 200. So I'm taking Scottney out of my lock of the week. So it's Pacheco, it's Cruz, and Dalton Smith. It'll bring it down to minus 204.
Okay.
It's a lock that I like a lot. I think all of these are safe. I love Pacheco at minus 380 at less than a 4-1 favorite. I love that a lot. Andy Cruz to me is as safe as can be. And Dalton Smith is taking an easy tune-up fight. These are all easy money for me. It's minus 200. And you parlay them all together. It's not bad for having 2 locks this week. So I would say let's take the easy money. If you guys want to add Ellie Scottney, I'm very confident she wins. And it brings it down to minus 137. So feel free to do that. But I want to give you guys what I'm betting on. And I'm betting on this. I'm betting on Smith, Cruz, and Pacheco as an easy money parlay.
Well, I think Dalton Smith last year, didn't he have like a draw with someone that he should have just beat? Because I saw that.
Dalton Smith didn't have a draw.
I'm trying to remember. It was a British fight that took place around the 2:00 hour. And I think it was Dalton Smith. He had a very, very close fight. It was for a British championship.
How long ago was this? Dalton Smith has stopped his last 2 opponents.
Oh, okay.
He stopped Zepeda, which was his only fight last year, which was about a year ago. So he's got a little layoff, which isn't great, but that's why he's taking such an easy fight.
On DAZN, I remember watching that fight, and I thought it was Dalton Smith, but I could be wrong.
Hang on. Let me get salute chat. Okay, let me see what Barrel has. Barrel, Goki over 6.5. I like Goki over 6.5. Priest decision. I don't mind that. All right, Sasaki 1, 2, 3 in a way over 3.5. I'm guessing he's getting over 3.5 on that. Plus $4,950, $2 to win $100. You know, for what that is, Barrel, I would make that $2 to win $100. I would make that bet. I would make that. XL wants a plus money parlay. Let's get you a plus money parlay. Let's get you a plus money parlay, XL. Let's do that. Let's see. All right. I'm going to take Priest out of it now because it's a little late for that. I would say we're going to put Scottney in. We're going to put Andy Cruz in. Vidal Riley. What we got here? Oh, it's still at minus 114. Hang on.
Yeah, boxing is really hard to parlay. You got to put a lot of legs on there just to get it plus money.
There we go. I can get you a plus 109 relatively safely, XL. You want to take Nelson for the upset? You can take Nelson for the upset. I don't see that happening at all. I give him like no chance. If you want an upset bet that I kind of like a little bit is it's slight. Kona Walker. I like Kona Walker to win. I'm putting a bet, a standalone bet on Kona Walker to win at plus 105. If you want to do that, here's a parlay that's going to pay you plus 329. I like this. I mean, it's not guaranteed to hit. But XL, how about this for a plus 329? You guys want to make some money? Kona Walker, money line. Najee Lopez, money line. Vidal Riley, money line. Andy Cruz, money line. Ellie Scottney, money line. 5 legs, plus 329. I like it a lot. What are your thoughts on taking it?
Is Connie Walker. I mean, he
Kona Walker.
Too. Or
I like Kona Walker. I think Kona Walker is a very underrated fighter, and I think Harry Scoff doesn't really do anything particularly well. So I like Kona Walker to win. I'm shocked at the odds that Kona's actually an underdog. That's crazy to me. What are your thoughts on taking, in a way, the over? I mean, I don't like either one. I don't like the over under on this fight because, like, I think 3.5 rounds, 3 or 4 rounds is about right. I don't love, in a way, at this weight class. This is not his best weight class. It's not 115 or 118. This is about as big as he gets. This is as high as he goes as far as weight. Is he still going to dismantle these guys quickly? Maybe, but I like the over. If I had to bet on 3.5, I'm going to take the over. But Kim is a guy that's there to be hit. He stands in front of you. He might get knocked out in the first round. He's not a mover. He stands there. He's in front of you. He's one of those typical kind of Korean fighter, high guard, technically sound, but the body is open. And in a way, he's a great body puncher. He's knocked guys out with bodies. He can do it in the first round. You know what I'm saying? So if I had to bet my own money on it, I would take the over because I don't think he's going to get the same quick knockouts that he did at 115 in the smaller weight classes. But I don't think at the same time, I don't say that with a ton of confidence. You know, it could end within the first 3.5 rounds. But if I had to bet my money, I would take the over. But I think at even money, I think Conor Walker is a much better bet. But to answer your question, gun to my head, I would take the over, XL. What up, BC? What up, BC? What are your thoughts, World of Wrestling, on anyway?
I think he's a guaranteed shot to win. Him going over 3.5 rounds and not knocking this guy out before then, it could happen. It might not. It's kind of risky. Personally, I wouldn't parlay that. I'd take that as a straight bet because it's very bettable.
Yeah.
Because you get more money back compared to doing a parlay. Parlay, I mean, yeah, you'll get the money that you need to hit, but what if it don't hit? Then you just messed up your entire parlay.
Parlays I like to keep safe too.
So my attitude is, if you want to bet something like that, bet it straight on its own. Do not bet this in a parlay. That's just my attitude about it. Because it could go over, it could not. It might not. Who knows? So my attitude is straight bet anything that you can find in a minus 100 or less. Because if you can, then you're going to make decent amount of money as much as you put in. So why bother risking it by going ahead and throwing it in a parlay? You know?
Hey, I want to address this. D at PYP. Shout out to PYP Boxing. I'm pretty sure I'm coming down to the Rio Grande Valley to go to the Omar Juarez fight in a couple of weeks. So I just want to I'll be in contact with y'all, but I'm pretty sure I'm coming down to the Valley February 8th for that Omar Juarez card. Going with the over myself. So, yeah, I think the over. And look, it's basically an even money bet on the over under 3.5 rounds. Where is it?
Yeah.
Minus 115 for both, right?
Here's what I'd also do. If I was doing a straight bet on this, I'd arbitrage bet it. I go on one sports book, bet the over, and then on the other sports book, bet the under.
If you live in a state that allows you to do that, I know like a lot of states only have one book that they can use. If you can do that, yeah, that's a good idea. Arbitrage betting is always a good way to make. Now, look, you're not going to make much, right?
No.
For what you're betting, you're basically making the juice, right? Like you're basically acting like the bookie here. You're betting both ends, and you're making the juice, right? So whatever happens. But yeah, arbitrage betting. I don't. Arbitrage is just a fancy word to that means making money on buying and selling the same. It's comes from the stock market, buying and selling the same stock.
Well, Gary, when you look at this, it's a guaranteed win each way because either side gives you the same amount.
Mm-hmm. If you can go on a book, there's actually apps that calculate this. The only problem is a lot of states don't only allow one book or things like that. But if you can do it, you can do it. Yeah. But Kim is pretty bad. He's the wrong opponent to beat Inoue. He's just the wrong guy. He's in front of you. He's gonna get hit, right? Like he's not. Like, and if you're gonna get hit by Inoue, you're gonna get knocked out. It's really that simple. It's not like he's defensively horrendous and he's slow and his hands down. And he's just in front of you. If you stand in front of Inoue, you're gonna get knocked out. So if this was a fight at 115, I would say take the under. But the fact that it is outside of Inoue's best weight, to me, says he may not get him out quickly. He's going to get him out. It's just a matter of when. Like even, the Inoue by stoppage is at minus 1,600. Minus 1,600 that he stops a 16-1 favorite to stop him. That's how one side of this fight is. Remember, Kim is a late replacement too. This was supposed to be Sam Goodman. Sam Goodman fell ill or whatever and had to come out of the fight. So this is a last-minute replacement. He's going to stop him. The only question is where. I would bet the over, but I don't. I think there are better bets at basically even money, like Conor Walker.
So Gary, let me mention something to the chat and everything, or anyone else that watches this video afterwards. At some point, I'm going to be betting $1,000. And with the odds that Gary can get us, if you can actually bet between $500 to $1,000 on what he's able to help us get, you could easily make what you make for a paycheck for a 9-to-5 job.
Guys, just bet what you're comfortable betting. Bet the money that you have. I'm not. If that's $1 million, bet $1 million. If that's $1, bet $1. Bet what you're comfortable betting.
I'm just saying, Gary, the odds that you get us is so good that if someone's able to bet $1,000 a week, you can literally go ahead and walk away what you're supposed to make at a regular 9-to-5 job every week. As long as you're okay with losing the $1,000.
Right. Gamble responsibly. Brought to you by DraftKings.
I'm always saying to do that if you have the money. Don't do it if you
don't bet money. Yeah, don't lose any money that you can't afford to lose. Bet responsibly. Whatever that is for you, that's going to vary for everyone. That's why I just always use $100 as a round number. Could be more, could be less. Bet whatever you're comfortable betting. But this is a good weekend. And tonight, I'm going to drop the video for Najee Lopez and Lennon Castillo. And then tomorrow I'll go live again and we'll break down all the fights on Saturday. I'm going to send out that lock of the week to my Patreon. So if you're in the Patreon, you get a second lock after the Thursday, Friday lock hits. And then, so I'm going to get you that lock out tonight. I'm going to drop the Najee Lopez video tonight. And then tomorrow we're going to go live as well. And I'll go over all the weekend action. And I'll answer any questions or any comments, thoughts, super chats, anything that you guys have. Please leave them in the chat. Let me know. I'd love to answer any questions that you have. You guys in the chat, if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, super chats, leave them there now because I'm going to wrap this up and get to that Golden Boy card. We got that Golden Boy live card on DAZN. Is anyone watching that now? Does anyone have that on?
No, it doesn't go on until 9. I looked it up on DAZN.
Doesn't go on another half hour? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it started at 8. I thought it started a half hour ago. Hector Valdez, my boy from Dallas, is out in that fight. He got the flu or something, so he's out. But, yeah, I'm not going to interfere with that. I'm into that card. I'm also not feeling well. I don't know. Something just got over me. So I'm going to look to end this pretty soon if you guys don't have any questions or anything like that. World of Wrestling, any thoughts, any comments, any questions?
Me personally, I think that I pretty much asked all I needed to ask. I think the Conor Walker pick is a very good pick. I was thinking the same thing. I've seen the guy fight. I think he's a good fighter. I don't know what his opponent's like. I've never did any research on what his opponent's like in the ring. But with the fight being as close as it is, he's got a good shot just based on odds alone. So I think Walker is a good pick.
All right. Remember that Japanese card's on ESPN Plus. The New Way card is on ESPN Plus, right?
Yeah, bright and early on a Friday morning while everyone else is sleeping.
Let me check this on my app. I didn't even check what time it started. What does it start? 4 in the morning?
I think 2, actually.
It starts at 2. I'm not getting
Yeah.
up to watch the whole card. Screw this.
Yeah.
Hang on.
You're gonna have to watch that when you wake up in the morning to even watch
All
it.
right, it's well, it says 3:15 my time, which is 4:15 your time.
Yeah. I got work the next day. I ain't worried about watching.
I'll figure this out. My dog wants in on the conversation. Come here, Cannoli. Come here, dog. All right. I guess that's it, guys. I don't have any last minute questions, comments, thoughts, anything like that. I'm gonna wrap this up, and we got that Golden Boy card in about a half hour.
All right.
Appreciate everyone dropping by. Like I said, that Lopez video will be out tonight. Lopez and Lennon Castillo. I will also get my Patreons the second lock of the week. And then I will go live again tomorrow night at about this time, give or take, probably a half hour later. We'll see. And we got that Pro Box card tomorrow too. So I'll probably go live about this time. If this works for everybody, I'll probably go live about this time, and we'll go over any questions that you guys have about that card. But I'm gonna wrap this up, y'all. Watch out for those things tonight, and I'll be back tomorrow. It's January 23rd, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank you, and God bless.